Damn.
Everybody on the ground, right motherfucking now.
And they're gonna take that because it's in a Louis briefcase.
Hello, can you hear me? Are you deaf? The only nigga in here.
Syntell reaction.
What's going on? It's your boy Syntell with the Intel, and you already see Rakai is in the building. What's going on, champion?
Hello, governor.
Hey, the Vince Staples Show, episode 2. Episode 1 did a pretty good job of introducing us to the Vince Staples universe. It did not disappoint. It's come loved and it's come questioned, but so far we are still on board. So make sure you stay to the very end because we're going to chop it up, have a bit of a back and forth trying to decide if we continue to like it, because I'm sure there's going to be some questionable stuff dealing with this. Without any further ado, let's get started. We have achieved the dooms.
We have the dooms. It's been so long.
All right, so this episode is called Black Business.
How's it going?
Hi, I'm sorry. Bathrooms are for clients only.
Word.
Not here for that. Can I speak to a loan officer?
I'm sorry, what?
Small business loan, SBA, low
Look at
interest.
her face. She's like,
The
oh.
disrespect.
Hi, there's a gentleman here who wants to speak to someone about a small business loan.
Yo, you heard him laugh on the
Did
phone?
you hear him laugh on the phone? The disrespect.
Disrespect, man.
That's crazy.
Come on, man. You have to cackle, man.
What's the #1 cause of death in the Black and brown community?
Guns.
Sugar. Cardiovascular disease, diabetes, cancer.
He was like, guns. Oh, sugar. Yeah, okay.
What might that be?
I'm glad you asked.
Kapow!
Introducing Kapow Pops.
We're here scaring white folks, man. Stop that.
Wow. I haven't seen one of these in a while. Let's have a look. All right.
The bank's not loaning any money anymore?
They do, but
Oh yeah, I'm an artist, interdisciplinary really. I cycle through various mediums and, a rapper, I'm on.
And there lies our problem, Mr. Staples. Entertainment is a profession that we here consider to be less than ideal.
dang.
They have to dance, they have to get lit. But one day, eventually,
Get lit.
they stop getting lit.
What?
That day comes, and it surely will. We still need our money.
Dang. He really just put him in a box.
They have a digital consciousness created for after they die. Do you have a digital consciousness created for after you die?
Like Ghost in a Shell?
Hey, good reference.
Mr. Staples, you seem like a great fellow, but it's out of my hands.
He shut that down mad quick.
Shirley, can you bring in my next client, please?
Shit. What's up, boss?
Hey, Ricky.
Ricky Rose.
You sure?
Yeah, it's cool.
I respect it. But look, here, man. You want a glass of this Luke Belair?
No, I'm sober, but crazy seeing you here, though.
My man over here pouring up in the bank.
235 acres. We farming our own chickens, homie. Thousands of chickens, thousands. Running around everywhere. Quack, quack, quack.
My man said quack, quack, quack. Damn.
Oh.
Everybody on the ground, right motherfucking now.
And they're gonna take that because it's in a Louis briefcase.
We here to steal the bank money, not your money. So stay the fuck out the way.
Look, hey, when I tell you, white shoe polish.
You sure did say that earlier.
Hello, can you hear me? Are you deaf? The only nigga in here. Hands up and turn your ass around slowly, dog.
Look at me. Vince?
I know that's not the homie.
Oh, ain't no way, boy.
Oh,
nigga, what over here with the Louis. Hey, Steve Jobs,
What?
get the fuck over here right
Yeah.
now. Get his ass.
Yo, my man still checking people
Get his
down.
ass.
Oh, she's straight, bro. A little arthritis, though. A little arthriris.
Man, that's unfortunate.
Yo.
You know what you should really do though?
Dude.
Epsom salt bath.
Epsom salt. Hey, bro, that's a good idea. I'm gonna tell her.
There's a lot going on right now.
Yeah. Because the police gonna think he with them.
I'm dead ass, bro. Oh, hey. Put the Rochelle Pharrells down. That ain't for you. That balloon, that's mine.
Put the Rochelle Pharrells thing.
We ain't gonna do nothing to the baby. You know what I mean? We want you to be. How many months are you gonna do a gender reveal? You know? Hey, no, it's good. It's good. Go over there, elevate the feet, keep the ankles together. All right? Yeah, she carrying it well too.
Yeah. What's up with you, though, man?
Security guard asleep, boy.
And it's crazy, bro. Cause listen, I'm sitting here thinking about the time when we was in Miss Barnes' class, and she could have swore we wasn't gonna be shit. Nigga, look at us now, nigga.
Yo, you for real?
He's I'm on top of the world.
Are you hiding? Come the fuck out. Bitch, come the fuck with the fucking bitch got the putt. Nah, these motherfuckers ain't got no taste. No taste. Culture yourselves. But let's get back to business.
Culture
Bro. You know what I'm
yourselves.
saying? You looking good. You got the Lewis. You got the Lewis
You see the
Vuitton.
Louis-
You know what I'm saying?
He's like, yeah, we gonna need that too.
This is the beach PD. We have the place surrounded. Come out with your hands up.
I think I'm gonna kick it with y'all for a little bit. That cool?
I'll give you a handicap. Hey, give me that back.
Negotiations.
That's funny.
No, it's not.
Oh, you think you slick? Come here.
No, don't hit me in the face.
That's probably the bank manager. There.
You want one?
Oh, could you a cloud macchiato?
Yeah, I got you.
But not too much foam.
Yo, the way they so casual about it.
What?
I noticed that you know the assailants.
Allegedly.
You could help get me out of here alive.
Like you helped me earlier with my loan?
Well, kind of the opposite of that.
You know what? It's out of my hands, man.
Yep, it's above me.
I think I might have an idea.
Yes, you name it.
I want my loan.
That is ridiculous.
Hey!
No. Okay.
What are you talking about?
Man, I ain't talking about shit. I ain't got the building surrounded. SWAT's on the way. You know, regular police shit.
They so predictable, right?
They got no imagination.
All right, this security guard is laid the hell out. He has got the best sleep ever.
Bro, I ain't greedy. Plus, I got a good job. I mean, we all union around here, bro. Yeah.
What?
Why you doing it?
He said, "Wait, is a union of robbers?"
It's cool, though. I got it all mapped out. It's gonna work.
Talk to me.
Okay. So, boom. I've been learning how to fly on the Oculus. You know what I'm saying? It's real.
My man said on the Oculus.
Pilot, throw him off the building. Light work. Okay? So then I'm thinking me and my boys, we flying to the border, probably Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Parachute down, something light, nothing crazy. Aromatherapy candles, Bath and Body Works. A block away from the zip line. You know, gotta stay active.
Yeah.
Gotta stay active. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, shit, I stay down there at least till like spring break.
Okay. Whatever they got. And I'm thinking maybe, you let me sprinkle some of that on top. You know what I mean?
Oh, bro, do that, bro. You deserve it. You a hard worker. Always have been, bro. You deserve Man, do your thing, bro. Work that magic, though. Yeah. I believe in you, bro. Real talk.
This shit is nuts.
They want $10 million.
$10 million? That's ridiculous.
Hey, shut the fuck up before I kill your ass.
He said, okay.
Or, I'm not sure where. General manager's office, maybe.
Be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Okay.
The hell?
He just got free running this place. Like, it is amazing.
Hey, LG. You don't gotta do this right now. The bank getting robbed. You can probably just go home.
Mr. Barclay says sweep, I sweep.
Nigga, what did you just say?
Shh. Hold your tongue, young man.
What?
See, he good to me.
Oh.
When he eat, we eat. So when Mr. Barclay says sweep, I sweep.
Did he say 1863?
My man
Is that
really
Samuel
in
L.
the
Jackson? Is he talking about Leonardo DiCaprio?
Don't trouble the water.
now that's a, I don't know. All I know is he's
What the
singing
hell?
Negro spiritual sweeping.
What?
God's gonna trouble the water.
How you know that?
Shit, word trouble fast in the pen. Hey, what you doing over there anyway? Usually in and out.
Damn.
It's been a real difficult day. Extremely difficult day.
All right, I'm gonna tap in with you. Sound like you got your hands full. Hey, but state items.
My man said he's gonna get him an iPhone in prison.
In prison.
Then on January 2nd, 1863, Mr. Parker sold this here bank.
And I just do this sometimes with the homies. Everybody needs hobbies.
Aren't you a felon?
Allegedly. Look, baby, I'm 6 foot sexy, all right? Listen, when you get out of here, why don't you go ahead and follow my page? Northside _10, the low. Remember that. Not gonna lie to you, you cute as hell.
He is telling the people who he is.
One moment.
He done told it. Oh, girl, to
How are we the second robbery here today?
In all fairness, you the first robbery here today. This was a heist.
What's the difference?
You do a heist, you George Clooney. You rob a bank, you Queen Latifah.
Fuck!
Let it out.
Fuck Queen Latifah, man!
Oh my God.
No fucking money, Timothy!
Okay, Nicky.
Fucking shit!
He said, I'm Queen Latifah. Hell no. He said, you do a heist? You George Clooney.
George Clooney.
Everything's going great, and like Tulum and all that. Everything ain't great, bro.
I mean, you're robbing banks, my guy.
Money's not everything. I mean, look at these people. Of course they're rich, powerful, but they're ugly.
Hey man, you a sharp dude, bro. Like, I should have had you with us on the crew.
Oh, man, just call me next time.
I got you. True.
Shh, what you thinking?
Just call me next time.
Well, my
Get
man's is
bootleg
waiting.
Ryan Reynolds.
He is the manager.
Come on, Perry Ellis.
Perry Ellis.
Did you piss on yourself? Doing okay?
Yeah. Are you hot?
I wouldn't do that if I
Let
was.
me put his hands up.
Oh! Huh!
And there go his loan.
There go his loan. My man said I wouldn't do that if I was. Clank, clank.
Yeah.
Wow. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to see a cut down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture in picture. But if you want to watch the whole thing with us uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/Syntell. Become a member of this channel. You'll get access to the full uncut reaction, but you will need your own Netflix, HBO Max, or Disney Plus subscription so you can open up each episode in an adjacent window to our reaction. We'll give you a little time with a small reference video at the bottom of the screen to help you sync up the footage. And it'll be like you're watching it with your favorite pals from the internet.
He have no experience being black. Like, see, he didn't put his hands up or nothing.
My man said I wouldn't do that if I was you. Wow.
Man.
Huh.
They dropped him immediately.
Immediately. Yo. All right, yo, that was episode 2 of the Vince Staples Show. I know the previous episode we said had been some comparisons to Atlanta regarding how abstract and a bit of a dark comedy it can be, and how we felt that maybe this isn't that. You know, this is a little bit more towards like a Curb Your Enthusiasm kind of vibe to kind of go with it. Now that we are 2 episodes in, how are we feeling, and does that statement kind of like still hold true?
Absolutely, but I don't see this as being like Atlanta unless you talk about the myriad of chaos that happens around a character. Is like listen, I can't even imagine being in Vince Staples' life from his day in jail to now, simply doing something as simple as trying to get a bank loan. Even though that was crazy, I just need a small amount, 3 to 5 million. And the whole thing, but even how this robbery broke out, and he know the homies from the way, and then he's VIP amongst the robbers. Like, that shit is nuts.
He's like, you know who this
That is nuts. Yeah. He's like, yeah, y'all don't know. Y'all need to get yourself some culture.
Get y'all some culture.
And then, to allow him to start negotiating between the bank robbers and the bank manager and shit, like, this shit is crazy. Like, I'm loving what I'm seeing so far. Like, this is wow.
Yeah. There's two interesting things that kind of like make you want to like scratch your head and dig a little bit deeper. The first one, after he gets rejected from the loan, he runs into Rose, runs into Ricky Ross, and they have a conversation as he's over there drinking champagne and eating wings. And then there's another person that we get introduced to when he's going upstairs to try to find the vault key. It's some old dude singing old Negro spirituals, talking about the history of the bank. I know that there is some hidden meaning that goes along with that. That's the cool thing I used to love about the Atlanta shows, is that there was always another story kind of being told. I may not be able to connect all the dots as quickly. What do you think those two things mean in this show? And I also challenge the people in the comments to answer this question.
Here's the thing about that. Like, nothing in this told me that those weren't real.
Okay.
But so he's in LA. Rick Ross being upstairs eating Wingstop and drinking rosé just randomly, counting his money, seems like the weirdest thing ever. And for him to be completely oblivious that there is a bank robbery, not a heist, because they have clearly defined those two things are different.
There's a difference.
For him to not know that that's going on downstairs, and even, he's yeah, I was trying to get a loan. They wouldn't give me a loan. He's like, how much? You know what I'm saying? Like, he wouldn't let Rick Ross give him the money.
Which is interesting.
He's like, nah, that's okay. Which is, yeah, it is interesting, because, if you're serious about starting a business, then getting it from Rick Ross might even be a better idea than getting from, the Caucasian bank. But
It doesn't.
I don't know. Maybe there's something different in that. I don't know. Because Rick Ross is a serious businessman, you know. But I don't know, And then the whole other scene with the, and like I said, he was Samuel Jackson's character from Candyland and Django Unchained.
So random.
Sold the bank to Mr. Barclay on February 2nd of 1863. He's good to us. He eat, we eat. I said, what this shit is going like? I said, did he say 1863? Like, I am, maybe that's a verse from one of his rhymes. Maybe he's like ultra meta like Donald Glover was, but I don't, that threw me. Cause I was like, is that some kind of flashback or out of body moment or something, or just it's got to be a metaphor for something else? But right now I am clueless. I just and then the general manager wasn't even in there.
Nope.
I don't know. It's very weird.
Yeah, there's theft that happens all the time, when you have white collar theft. People kind of get slapped on the wrist, and he kind of threw out there it's a heist, and it's somebody that looks like George Clooney. But if somebody that looks like Queen Latifah, it's a bank robbery. They're both doing the same thing. One group of people is going to get away with it. The other group is probably going to prison. But the principle still remains the same. It's we are stealing money from the bank. So there's that weird parallel that kind of goes along with that.
All right, well, hold on. Now that I think about it again. I think my brain kicked in. When he took that phone call, when he went into the general manager's office, right? Nobody's in there. There's papers everywhere. So one, he opened the drawer. He broke into the drawer and saw nothing but pictures of a plantation, right? And then when he was telling his homie, he's like, what you doing at the bank? He said, what's going on at the bank? He said, nothing, redlining, gaslighting. He said something else. Even the map on the wall, on the back of the general manager's office, that show like property. I mean, one of the number one ways to disenfranchise and keep Black people poor has been through the banking systems. It's particularly not, you know what I'm saying, small business loans, housing, where we couldn't get any money to realize any parts of that American dream. And they would even take our neighborhoods and decide that they want them and redline us out of our own neighborhoods, find ways to do eminent domain, to take our houses for nothing for the city, nothing more than just that they wanted them, and they was gonna find a way to keep us out. I mean, I remember even, it might have been Samuel L. Jackson and Anthony Mackie in a movie called The Banker, where
movie.
in early LA, they had to get a white guy to be the face of the company, where they bought banks to buy real estate to allow, people that look like us to move into certain neighborhoods. And even, like they got harassed by the police and all this stuff because they couldn't even pose as the owners of the apartment buildings and houses that they owned. And that's all very, I mean, I know that movie is not a, word for word real, but, it's not just a LA problem. That is a nationwide problem when it comes to blanks and trying to attain wealth. So that could be what that scene represents. And even that you have, your older Negroes in place who are so entrenched as part of the system now that they can't realize the harm that's being done. Or now, because you got yours, because you accepted the scraps off the table, now you become a gatekeeper. You don't even have to, the Caucasians, the powers that be or whatever, don't even have to do their job anymore because now you gatekeep for them. So
yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that. There's also some interesting tones regarding the culture of self-destruction and the things that you do, pretending that everything is all right. There's like a bit of a moment that the bank robber had. He's like, yo, no, I'm not really all right. But in the beginning, it was like, oh man, look, we up. We over here, getting this money. But one's doing it the right way, somebody else is doing it the wrong way. There's something else I picked up too that I thought was kind of interesting, and that is like they go out of their way to show Jordans. Like it's not like a small thing. Like they are really setting up and framing the camera in order to show these shoes. And there's a lot of people that believe like having Jordans and chasing Jordans is a sign of being ninja rich, right? It's pretending that you are something higher than you really are, something that you can't afford, or you're misappropriating your money, you're spending money in a way where you should be investing. We saw the Jordans in jail, sitting next to the crackhead. We saw the Jordans again on the bank robber. So there is a bit of that story kind of like being told as well. And also, there's also the story about the guy who's trying here spitting game and macking to the girl, telling all of his business while he's doing all of this dirt, pillow talking in a sense. So there's like these cool little small little like hat tips of what's going on in just the culture as a whole. Hiding behind the mask of the paint, which is also a bit of a hat tip to the movie Dead Presidents as well, which is a phenomenal movie that still holds up.
Yes.
So I can see what Vince is kind of doing. He's even using his costume. Like the very first episode, we saw him with his third eye open to kind of like introduce that this is how he's going to be seeing the series as a whole. This one he's wearing money green. He's literally wearing the money green colors. But he can't get any money, even though his whole body is covered in money green, So I see what you're doing, Vince. I see what you're doing. And I can understand why there's these parallels with Atlanta, because Atlanta is like every scene is something behind the scenes. And we're seeing some of that with this show as well. I'm sure there's deep dives with a lot of this stuff. I'm sure there's a deep dive to why the woman was stealing the caramels off the counter. There's a deep dive, I'm sure, with the pregnant woman. I'd be curious as to what you all feel in the chat. And I'm also very curious as to what we are missing that is going to be in plain sight, because I am a generation separated from Vince Staples. So I'm not going to get everything, but I know you all, the viewers who are super fans of Vince, will probably be able to uncover a lot more that I'm just not going to be privy to. Do you have any other final thoughts before we get out of this bad boy?
No, I mean, I think you did excellent there. I think the the culture of sneakerheads or whatever is very prevalent in, you know, the hood rich thing. I don't know, I was kind of amazed at how Vince Staples was able to finesse his way through this whole episode in a completely different way than what we saw in episode 1. Even to where he was the first hostage released. Which, I mean, it's funny because he never was a hostage in this whole thing. Like, he, you know, but to make sure that he comes out safe, and not only that, you know, he lost his deal of getting his money, and probably the only person that could have really said, you know, that he was a corroborator, that he was an accomplice of the bank robbers, is probably the bank manager.
Yeah, because it does kind of like
it's kind of crazy.
And it does kind of like make you wonder, like, are these episodes, do they tie in? Right now, it seems kind of a little disjointed, maybe, but maybe it ties into the next episode. I'm not sure. Regardless, you know, I'm open to it being a serialized thing, and I'm also cool with it being like each episode kind of like stands on its own. I'm cool with that.
You know something I just thought about, like this whole thing?
What's that?
Because, okay, so they did the hat tip to dead presidents, right?
Yeah.
Then they say, you know, okay, so there was a heist where they came right into the vault, took all the stuff out of the vault, and said, okay, well, you George Clooney or you guys are Queen Latifah. But if you listen to his plan on how they're gonna get out of there, they're gonna take the helicopter, they're gonna parachute out, you know, go across the border, get a little Airbnb in Tulum, whatever. You know what that sounded like to me? Another heist movie.
Okay.
That was really a robbery movie. Point Break.
Point Break. Yes, true. Ha. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can definitely see that. Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of, you know what I'm saying, just doing a heist so you can continue to surf around the world, you know, for whatever reason. Yeah, this is what it reminded me of. Like that whole, the escape plan sounded real Point Break.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you on that. That's a very good point. Yo, Vince holding that damn expensive ass Louis V briefcase with no money in it.
But here, think about what you said too. Yeah. So on top of Jordans being a symbol of hood rich, why would you need to come into the bank with a Louis V briefcase? That means nothing to the bank manager on the other side. Like he said, he's like, listen, you know, you got a nice little plan. You're a rapper. They're going to give you $500,000 advance on each one of your records. Yay for you. That's nothing. He said these people are making their own digital consciousness for after they die. Like, do you have a digital consciousness? And but that just goes to show you too that we are into what we view and what we value, what we think of as being rich or wealthy is not even in the stratosphere. We can't even fathom the type of money that Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk and them play with on a daily basis. Like, you can't even fathom. You're like, ooh, I buy a big mansion and, you know, some fast cars or whatever. I'm rich. Yeah. No, this dude is like, you know what? I'm bored. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm gonna build me a rocket and go to space because I ain't got nothing to do today. Like, just what? You know, Richard Branson bought an entire island and put $150 million mansion on it. And then it's because he's bored, he bought a nearby island and put a $250 million amusement park on it.
Yeah. It's different types of money, man. Yeah.
I can't even, you know what I'm saying? If the amusement parks cost $25 right now, I'm struggling. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You know, you can't get in the club. You on the outside, can't even get in the club. Yeah.
Yo, all of that. Yeah, no, I feel you on that. Hey, well, that's a good place to stick a pin in this bad boy. Listen, you've been enjoying the conversation just the way me and Rick just chop it up, break it all down, be a friend of the channel, and hit that subscription button. And of course, give us that thumbs up, because that's how the people know you're digging what we're giving you. If you want to get to know Rakai a little bit better, Rakai, go ahead and tell the people how they can get in contact with you.
Thank you, all of our commenters. Thank you, everyone who is subscribing. Thank you, everyone who's hitting the like button. Please continue to do that. But most of all, continue to share. We're trying to give you the best that we got. Continue to share. And if you really want to get a deeper dive into these episodes with us, make sure to go into the descriptions and find out how to be a patron. That's the real way to get our full conversations. You can catch me on all social media at DiamondMind, DiamondMynd, because it's all about this right here.
Hey, thank y'all so much. We're looking forward to seeing what y'all got to say in the comments. And with that, we'll catch you on the next episode. All right, y'all. Peace.